Hello there, my name is Kalyn Kunschke, and today I'm going to be talking about establishing and building credibility during a presentation. Before I begin today, I would like to ask you to consider the question, what builds credibility? Giving a presentation is all about influencing a group of people to think or act a certain way. Understanding that each person processes information differently can greatly alter the way in which you present. In this short video, I'm going to highlight some of the most important ideas to take note of as you work to establish your own credibility. According to Merriam-Webster Dictionary, the term credibility refers to the quality or power of inspiring belief. This means that being credible is being seen as accountable and trustworthy in a way that makes people want to listen to you. I have broken down my discussion into four main parts: initial credibility, first impression, derived credibility, and terminal credibility. These terms come from a publication found on a blog curated by Maurice Kerrigan, founder of the MK Corporation, an organization committed to inspiring businesses and groups of people to better communicate in order to thrive. I will begin today by looking at the beginning of any production, the intro, or as I have labeled it, the initial credibility. Initial credibility is the credibility that you have prior to the start of your presentation. This validity could be based off of things that people already know about you or the thoughts that they may have about your character. Your qualifications, track record, and relevant experiences all add up and are culminated in your introductory statement. These are just a few of the factors that give you or don't give you some amount of validity before you present. In order to ensure that your introduction is well received and thought out, it is important that you write it yourself, keeping your audience and experiences in mind. If possible, have someone that the audience may already know and trust introduce you. Having a friendly and trusted face explain your credentials will work to emphasize your character before you present. Once you have done your best to establish your credibility through someone else, it is important to act the part in person. A 2006 Princeton University study found that it takes just 1/10 of a second for a person to make judgments about you. This means that you have just fractions of a second to establish yourself as credible based on your walk, your talk, and the way you're dressed. Your first impression is what it sounds like, the first time anyone in the audience is seeing and hearing you speak. It makes sense then that one of the most important factors in making a first impression is confidence. You want your walk, talk, and the way you dress to help you exude a calm and collected aura that forces others to believe the words you are saying. Eye contact, stance, voice, and style of dress are all important in making that first impression striking. Delving further into your presentation, derived credibility describes the quality of the materials used to get your point across. This includes, but is not limited to, your use of technology, visuals, supporting material, and evidence. Making these materials relatable brings about an even better level of understanding within your audience and works to convey a heightened sense of credibility that you may or may not be able to provide yourself. Think about a famous person coming to present. They would have a high level of initial credibility. This person is probably well known and they'll make a stunning first impression. However, if they're ill-prepared, the audience may associate the information with a lack of authenticity, which can lead to feelings of betrayal and discount much of what you've said. However, a person with low initial credibility can do a lot here to build credibility with a clear, well-thought-out thesis and strong delivery. Finally, we arrive at terminal credibility. This is the credibility that you have after you have finished your presentation. It is the interest of the audience and their response to the information you discussed. Did the audience leave feeling fulfilled? One of the best ways to measure your credibility is by audience feedback. Oftentimes, if people are still involved and wanting to know more, they'll ask questions and be responsive to your answers. A takeaway or information sheet is another way in which you can highlight your terminal credibility. Give the audience a way to contact you as a means of offering feedback, and in this way, you will make them active participants in all sections of your presentation. Obviously, each person will have their own unique ways of establishing credibility. A poised and confident stance for women would be different than a stance which men may prefer. However, working with different ideas, such as those that I have expressed, will allow you to figure out the most effective way in which you can communicate.